right, and 5, 4, 3. Welcome to Peacekeeper Reaction. My name is Nathan. Joining me, as always,
Danyn.
We're having a lot of fun here. We're just finishing up our filming session with a couple more videos. So what? This is a Danyn pick. So what have you got for us?
I got Combichrist, Planet Doom, which I'm very excited for because it the cover is giving what's it called?
Exploitation feel?
Like old school
70s horror.
VHS,
you know, horror.
Like it's just giving that like almost grindhouse vibe, almost like Rob Zombie, and like it's just
like Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof.
I mean, Death Proof. Yes, 100%. Yes, that's what I was trying to think of.
And
100%. I'm very excited for that. Also, Combichrist releasing new music. I mean, I've been listening to them my entire listening life.
You know, they're
my entire independent listening life.
Yeah, for sure. I love Combichrist. I think they're a great underrated.
Get Your Body Beat. Like to me, when I tell somebody, like when I was younger and I loved industrial, I loved stompy industrial.
Yeah.
That's how I called it. Like
so
that's not. It wasn't a genre.
What's stompy?
Get Your Body Beat. By Combichrist, where it's like you can stomp your big fucking goth boots to it, you know?
For sure. Like bind, torture, kill.
Suicide Commando
type of shit. Yeah.
Stompy, where it's
for sure.
It's
I know
almost like
you feel.
You do the stank face, right? Like that's the same with my metal. That's why I like slam metal so much, was because it gives you that stank face where you're like when you listen to it, right? So with my industrial, I always called it stompy industrial.
Yeah,
and
I like
Combichrist had a lot of songs that fell into that category for me. So like I said, Get Your Body Beat, and like that kind of stuff is like get your body beat.
Yeah, for sure.
Let the blood flow. Get your body beat. You know,
totally.
It's like very like.
Totally.
Every time you said something, right? And that's like it gave a lot of energy. Like you just like it made even if you were like, oh, my back hurts, and then you hear that song, you jump in the pit.
For sure. Right, totally.
Like, that's what I want.
And they have great videos. That I think that one video, Maggots.
Yeah.
Do you know that one? That video fucking rules.
Yeah.
So they really put a lot of love. And I gotta say, they are totally underrated in the industrial kind of scene.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Because they're like Nickelback to industrial.
Explain that.
Well, to like rock and alternative rock and whatnot, Nickelback is like, oh, if you like Nickelback, you're lame. To metal, it's Metallica. If you like Metallica, you're lame.
For sure. Yeah,
to industrial,
I used to be one of those people,
industrial, if you're like, oh, Combichrist is my favorite band. It's like saying I love rock, but Nickelback is my favorite band, or I love metal. Metallica is my favorite band.
I always thought to industrial, White Zombie was that, where it's like they're the most popular industrial top 40 metal band.
I think it's more like White Zombie is more of like metal. I think to industrial, because I'm thinking like tube hair falls and fuzzy boots,
like
gas masks.
A cybergoth.
I'm thinking like cybergoth,
okay,
right?
I got what you're saying.
So like I'm thinking industrial as in cybergoth, right?
Yeah.
And I think if you walked up to the chick in neon green and black hair falls with the gas mask and the fuzzy boots,
like, I love
and you said Combichrist is my favorite, they'd say that was my favorite when I was 6.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like they were good in their time, you know, and same with like Nickelback. It's like at one point everybody loved them, but then at one point now you're a loser for listening to them.
Yeah, like Limp Bizkit.
Like I said, Limp Bizkit is for new metal, or Korn, and then Nickelback is for rock, and Metallica is for metal.
Yeah.
I feel like Combichrist is to industrial.
For sure.
So I'm very excited to see, and it's like, what are they? Is it gonna be like they normally are?
Well, it's called it's called Planet Doom. So let's dive right in and find out. Why don't we over here? Combichrist on Peacekeeper
Reaction.
But dogma refuse a bleeding throne. Intolerance like a disease, choked by hatred, torn by the seams. Afraid of change, you preach to teach us all a book of lies for us to take the fall. Burn, 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 running down. Watch it all come crashing down. Burn, 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 burn it down. Tear it down. This is my battleground. A world divided, haunted by dreams. Behind closed doors, it's never what it seems. Blinded by the facts, ignoring the clues. Lost in the web of lies you call truth. Your hands are bruised, soaked in the blood. Your words are poison, intolerance feed yourself. But I am evil, the evil you know. But I am evil, it will come to myself. Running down, watch it all come crashing down. Burn, 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 burn it down. Tear it down, this is my battleground.
This so much. As a to be continued. I can't wait for
shit,
that.
maybe he has an album coming out.
Yeah. So as a fan of old horror, like I'm talking about, you remember the Night of the Living Dead 1987 where it was all like punks? Like that's what this reminded me of. And I remember watching those movies where it was a part where literally you could tell it was a mannequin or whatever, and they're like totally played on that.
Exactly like how he had the chainsaw and you could tell the hair of the mannequin got caught and it got shot to the back of the chainsaw.
Yeah. So I love this. Musically though, this is great. This is, to me, it's like Combichrist doing more of like a metal synthwave industrial side though. This is more like Ministry than Skinny Puppy. You know what I mean? See, and they've always had that. But there's kind of a blend, like, you know what I mean? They blend it really well. Yeah. You know?
I feel like I disagree because I feel like they've always sounded like that.
No, they have.
Yeah.
But this, to me, is more Ministry than Skinny Puppy.
No,
or more
I
Ministry
think it's
than Goth Cybernetic.
To me, it's more synthwave than it is industrial, which is like totally... Synthwave is not Skinny Puppy.
But like those parts with the riff was like... That's like so Ministry.
But they've always done that, though.
Yeah.
That's
I
them.
agree that they've always done that.
But they've always done that. So it's not so Ministry, it's so them.
Yeah.
The only thing different for them was the 80s synth wave that they did.
Yeah, for sure.
So it was like nice for me. I literally said I wanted that stompy industrial that they gave me from Get Your Body Beat, for example, or In the Pit. And that's exactly what it gave. But then in between it was which is new for them, right? That's the only thing new for them. Right?
Yeah. I loved it. I love this video so much. Like, it's so like God, me and you have been on a real horror kick, watching horror movies a lot. We watched like Late Night with the Devil, which was great. And
this is like something that would be playing in the background at late night on the level.
yeah, for sure. So I love horror films, and like I'm so stoked that they were like, there were so many homages to
the sleeping bag.
The sleeping bag for like Jason, and like, you know what I mean. I love this horror movie vibe. That's one of the reasons I love industrial metal in the first place. Bands like Nine Inch Nails and Marilyn Manson, because like I would listen to Portrait of an American Family from Marilyn Manson, right? Yeah. And then I'd be like, what is that sound? And I would investigate. This was before internet and shit.
And then you'd find out it's like
oh, this is from this horror movie.
It's the theremin isolated from Jason. You know, the first Jason that or like the beginning of Exorcist was used in a lot of music.
Totally.
But like different bands would isolate a certain sound from that.
And then through Marilyn Manson reading his interviews, he'd be like, oh, I was really inspired by Eraserhead. And then 10-year-old me would be like, what's Eraserhead? And then I'd run to the video store and I'd rent it. And I'd be like, this is fucking amazing.
Don't forget, I have the Criterion version of that in case you ever want to watch it.
I love Eraserhead. But like, so like, I love this. This was such a great, fun tribute to old school horror, and that was a lot of fun. Great pick, Danyn.
Thank you.
If you guys want to get your pick on the show, you don't have to just be my co-host with the Mo-host. You can be a regular person and leave a comment to this video or any other video. We'll throw it in the hat, and eventually we'll start picking from that hat again. And if you want to, you know, you know what? If you want to bypass that, go to patreon.com/peacekeeperreaction. But I kind of like just doing our videos.
Kind of just doing our thing.
Anyways, for Peacekeeper, I'm Nathan. That's
Danny.
Play safe. I can put my arm back on.
Hey, babe, you got a cigarette to spare?
What?